But that's kind of part of this. This is how you get up the learning curve. And then the thing goes off. Hey, welcome back to the Lazarus. You'll see here in a second I've varnished the inside of this guitar. I've just varnished the whole inside, sorry, shellacked the inside of the guitar. Just to, with it being plywood and with it having as many repairs to it, I just wanted to try to keep it as stable as I could. From the expansion and stuff, because we get some pretty wicked humidity changes here. I mean, it'll be 10%, and then in a week it'll be 80%, because that rainy season is coming up. So, but you'll see that in a minute. Now what I'm doing, oh, neighbor kitty's here. Hi, neighbor kitty. Hey, girl. Yeah. Alright. Oh, you've been rolling in the dirt. Well, come on. I know, you want to be on TV, don't you? Look, it's neighbor kitty. Yeah? Really? Mm. We don't always get all the work done that we planned on doing. Yep. Say hi. Alright. Go away. Go eat something. Catch a bird or something. Anyways. So now what we have to do is I've got to get the braces onto the back of this. Now we're working with some pre-existing notches, and I'm going to try to stay within those notches as I can. So I've come up with this ingenious way. My top, this is just cardboard that I got. I think I got a guitar, a back shipped in on it. These are the existing notches that I'm going to be working with, and what I ended up doing was just using double stick tape to put on the back of these. I then also have notched out, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not, notched out the locations where these braces are going to go, because I think I'm a little off. Yeah, see, that doesn't just fit right down there like it should. Nor this one. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of adjusting on these to get them to slide down. And that's more sanding. No, but anyways, here's there's the inside of it now varnished. I've still got to do a cleanup pass. It's still got some sanding dust kind of embedded down in there. So that's where we've got to go next. Because then once we get that in place, then we get to start trimming this down, because this is too big, as you can see. But anyways, so that's, that is the repair that you can still see from the laminate all tearing apart there in the back. It's another hill to climb. So anyways, sanding. Alright, I think we're pretty close here. Yeah, there was a very slight kind of a toe in here that threw everything off. So a little work with this, and a little work with this, and a little more work with this, and a little more work with this. And I think that's where we're gonna have. I think that's where we're gonna be. So now the deal is flip this over, get this where it needs to be, and then yeah, then we'll start getting things positioned to glue up onto the back there. So, all right, fun continues. Hey, welcome back. Before I install these, which we're getting ready to do, I just wanted to show you the difference. This is what came out of the Lazarus. You'll notice that it is quarter sawn, but it's just a big square chunk of wood. This one is tapered. I've gone ahead and replicated these scallops here, although I now know I should have waited, but can't do anything about it now. And then you'll notice the cutouts are pretty shabby, just pretty rough. Mine are a little better, a little sloppier, but mine are made with love. So anyways, there's just a quick comparison between what we took out and what's going in. So let's start putting stuff in. Sneak this one in here. I'm not real hopeful that we're going to make it because the lawn brigade is in the neighborhood today. Alright, I have carved and picked and finagled all of my pieces here so that they are sitting in their respective slots where they're supposed to be. They kind of line up with the braces underneath, except for this one. This one seems to be off more than the others. But I'm working within the slots that I've been given. So I'm kind of constrained on what to do. And so now we're going to very carefully take the top, place the top over here, trying to get everything lined up. I've got double stick tape on here so I can push this down, and then when I pull them up, hopefully they'll come up with it, and then I can flip it over, I can mark my positions, and then we can glue braces in. In theory, that's what's going to happen. It's Friday, who knows? what I've done now is I have pressed these straight down, and I have marked where the boundary of each of those braces is, and then I've also marked the end points, because now I've got to pull these up, get that double stick tape out of here, and then get these then get these glued down. So that's kind of what I did here. You can see the marks. So now these can be glued down in place, like so. In theory. All right. Well, in a typical Rattlecan moment, there is a very slight radius to the top of this guitar. I mean, like, not much at all. In fact, I have taken this brace. I have an issue caused by my own unknowledge, and now we've got to try to figure out a way around it. This brace has to be scalloped here on the end. It has to be radiused. I don't know what that radius is. I know it's not much. I believe a skosh or a smidge might describe it. So what I'm going to best attempt to do is I have marked off. Boy, it's going to be tough to see there. I have marked off how much I have to take off on the end. Should probably be easier if you could see it. There we go. That I have to take off on the end of this brace. This is for the lower bout right here. So I'm going to attempt to replicate this as much as I can, considering how rough it came off. I attempted to get just the glue off of here so that I could get it close. And then, once I get that done, I am then going to attempt to replicate that amount of material and put a shim under here, kind of like we did the when we were putting the braces in the back, so that this will be raised up a skosh, maybe a smidge, and that way when we put the clamps down on it, we're going to attempt to replicate a little bit of that bow. It's a wag. If you don't know what that means, I'll put it right there. You know, that's a live and learn moment. Such is life. So this, and it's much less pronounced on these upper two, but I'm still going to attempt to sand off a bit of them so we can get where we need to be. And that's part of trying to fix something, I guess. It's a lot different when you're building them, but when you're tearing them apart and then trying to put them back together using what you got, it's a little difficult. But that's kind of part of this. This is how you get up the learning curve. And then the thing goes off. gotten the 3 horizontal braces done, and now I'm going to clamp down the 2 vertical braces. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. You know, like I said, there's probably going to be a very lengthy hot wash video at the end of all this with a list of things that I wish I had done differently. And one of them is I would have waited until I had these mounted, and then I would have carved these channels out. But such is life. So now it's glue time yet again. This one's going to be a little fun, hopefully not as messy as I think it's going to be. I did see this nifty way of spreading glue instead of using your finger the other day. I want to say that was, I'm going to blame this on Izzy Swan. I think I saw him doing something like this. He's not a guitar guy, but he's a freaking awesome woodworking kind of guy, and my kind of guy, because he'll like go dumpster diving for stuff. And you know, hey, I'm gonna make this bench with a pair of pliers and a battery powered drill. So what I'm doing here is making a mess. I have these nifty little clothespin clamps for the moment, so I get stuff situated, because you'll see what I'm doing here in a minute. If you want to find nifty, cool ideas for clamps and stuff, check the modeling pages like Fine Scale Modeler and stuff like that. I used to build models a long time ago, and like the idea for the reversed clothespins was something I pulled out of my way back brain. I'm kind of complicated here because I want to put these 2 braces down at the same time. Now, what I've devised to help kind of spread the load here, I've just got these pieces of wood. Again, this is all in hopes of equally spreading the pressure out. And because I don't have a bunch of other clamps. Like you would see other guitar building type dudes with. Lots and lots of clamps, which I currently don't have. So you work with what you got. And what I got right now are these. Is this guitar clamping system going to revolutionize the luthery world? Oh no, not at all. Is it going to get the job done for me today? Yep, I does believe so. Alright, there we are. I'm getting the pretty decent blue squeeze out, it appears. Alright, well, there we go. It's gonna suck cleaning this up to try to get under there, but we'll do what we can. Alright, we'll take a look and see what it's like tomorrow. Hey, welcome back. I spared you the tedium of extracting this out of the clamper, but hey, here we are. It ain't the prettiest thing, but it's also my first try. So yeah, here we are. I don't know what / if this means anything. First of all, I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know. Sounds kind of pretty, doesn't it? We'll see. One step closer.